Hello friends, today we are going to start the topic comparison between public, private and hybrid clouds. We are going to learn about their advantages, disadvantages, limitations and what they are good for. Comparison between public, private and hybrid cloud. See, we have known what is public cloud, we know what is a private cloud, what are its usage, advantages and disadvantages. But we are going to learn here the comparative factor between these three clouds so that as per the usage of the customer, how these clouds are important. So first one is the public cloud. Public cloud refers to the cloud computing model with which the IT services are delivered across the internet. The service may be free, freemium, or a subscription-based offering charged based on the computing resources consumed or as per the user has consumed the resources. The computing functionality may range from common services such as emails, apps or applications and storage to the enterprise grade operating system platform or infrastructure environments used for software development and testing. The cloud vendor is responsible for developing, managing and maintaining the pool of computing resources shared between multiple tenants from across the network. The defining features of a public cloud solution include high elasticity, scalability for IT-enabled services delivered at a low-cost subscription-based pricing tier. As the most popular model of cloud computing services, the public cloud offers vast choices in terms of solutions and computing resources to address the growing needs of organizations of all the sizes and verticals. The advantages of public cloud solutions for business customers include, first one is no investment required. That means you don't have to invest first to avail the services. No investments required to deploy and maintain the IT infrastructure. High scalability and flexibility to meet unpredictable workload demands. Next is reduced complexity and requirements on IT expertise as the cloud vendor is responsible to manage the infrastructure. Second one is flexible pricing options based on different service level agreement offerings. Third one is the cost agility allows organizations to follow lean growth strategies and focus their investments on innovation projects. Public cloud, a suitable choice for whom? Suitable choice for first one is predictable computing needs such as communication services for a specific number of users. Second one is applications and services necessary to perform IT and business operations. Next point is additional resource requirements to address varying peak demands. And the other one is software development and test environments. Limitations of public cloud usages. The total cost of ownership, or we could say TCO, can rise exponentially for large-scale usage, specifically for mid-sized to large enterprises. That means the cost of usage would be increasing exponentially when you don't know how much amount or how much a fixed amount of usage or requirement you needed. The next thing is not the most viable solution for security and availability sensitive mission critical IT workloads. That means if you have a data, or you can say you have a confidential data, then public cloud has a limitation to the security. For mission critical projects, we could go for private clouds. The next is low visibility and control into the infrastructure, which may not suffice to meet regulatory compliances. Then comes next is the private cloud. Now what the private cloud is? Private cloud refers to the cloud solution dedicated for use by a single organization. The data center resources may be located on premises or operated by a third-party vendor off-site. The computing resources are isolated and delivered via a secure private network and not shared with other customers. Private cloud is customizable. Since it is private, it is for our own use. We can customize it as per the requirement. But it is not possible with the public cloud, because public cloud is for public, as the name is. So you cannot customize it as per your need. This is the benefit for private cloud. So private cloud is customizable to meet the unique business and security needs of the organization. Next is with greater visibility and control into the infrastructure. See, since it is private cloud, it is on premises, so you have the visibility, or you can say you have the accessibility to the infrastructure of that particular cloud. Okay, and then you can control also. Organizations can operate compliance sensitive IT workloads without compromising on the security. If you are working compliance sensitive workloads with the public cloud, then you are compromising on the security, because you need not know what kind of a infrastructure a public cloud vendor may provide, or it may have it. But with the public cloud, you know what is infrastructure here. So with these infrastructure or these kind of workloads, you are not compromising with the security and performance previously only achieved with dedicated on-demand premise data centers. The advantages for private cloud for business organizations include dedicated and secure environments that cannot be accessed by other organizations. First is this. Second is compliance to stringent regulations, as organizations can run protocols, configurations, and measures to customize security based on unique workload requirements. Next is high scalability and efficiency to meet unpredictable demands without compromising on security and performance. High SLA performance. SLA is service level agreement performance and efficiency. Next is flexible to transform the infrastructure based on ever-changing business and IT needs of the organizations. Now, private cloud is suitable choice for highly regulated industries and government agencies, since they have to hit their data and keep it with themselves. Second, it is suitable choice for technology companies that requires strong control and security over their IT workloads and the underlying infrastructure. Then the large enterprises that require advanced data center technologies to operate efficiently and cost effectively. And then organizations that can afford to invest in high performance and availability technologies. Now, private cloud has some limitations too. The limitations are expensive solutions with a relatively high total cost of ownership as compared to public cloud alternatives for short-term use cases. Mobile users may have limited access to the private cloud considering the high security measures in the place. That means the users which are using the private cloud have limited accessibility over a limited area. They cannot use it because of this high security measures which we have in private cloud. The infrastructure may not offer high scalability to meet unpredictable demands if the cloud data center is limited to on-premise computing resources. Now comes the hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud refers to the cloud infrastructure environment that is a mix of public and private cloud solutions. The resources are typically orchestrated as an integrated infrastructure environment. Applications and data workloads can share the resources between public and private cloud deployment based on organizational business and technical policies around security, performance, scalability, cost, efficiency, among other aspects. For instance, organizations can use private cloud environments for their IT workloads and complement the infrastructure with public cloud resources to accommodate occasional spikes in the network traffic. Next is, as a result, access to additional computing capacity does not require high capex of a private cloud environment, but it is delivered as a short-term IT service via a public cloud platform or public cloud solution. The environment itself is seamlessly integrated to ensure optimum performance and scalability to changing business needs. Advantages of hybrid cloud to business organizations are: first, it is flexible, policy-driven deployment to distribute workloads across public and private infrastructure environments based on security, performance, and cost requirements. Scalability of public cloud environments is achieved without exposing sensitive IT workloads to the inherent security risk. High reliability, as the services are distributed across multiple data centers across public and private data centers. See, it has high reliability. Why high reliability? Because the person don't know where the data is, because it is being distributed among various data centers and also in amongst the public and the private cloud. Since it is a combination of public and private cloud, so you have the mixture of both the data centers, of the public data centers and the private cloud data centers. So here it is mentioned that the services are distributed across multiple data centers. Now, multiple data centers of public cloud as well as multiple data centers of private cloud. Thus, our data will be secure and we are highly reliable. Or you can say hybrid clouds are highly reliable so that our data is not lost, or you can say never lost. Improved security posture, as sensitive IT workloads run on dedicated resources in private clouds, while regular workloads are spread across inexpensive public cloud infrastructure to trade off for cost investments. Now, hybrid cloud is suitable choice for what kind of businesses? Let's take a look upon it. The organizations serving multiple verticals facing different IT security, regulatory, and performance requirements. Optimizing cloud investments without compromising on the value proposition of either public or private cloud technologies. Improving security on existing cloud solutions such as software as a service offerings that must be delivered via secure private networks. Strategically approaching cloud investments to continuously switch and trade off between the best cloud service delivery model available in the market. Limitations of hybrid cloud. It can be expensive or it can get expensive. Since it is a combination of public and private cloud, you don't know exactly how much cost it is going to be there. Then, or we are going to play. Next point is, strong compatibility and integration is required between cloud infrastructure spanning different locations and categories. Strong compatibility and integration is required. Why? Because since it is in different locations and categories, so on retrieving of the data, you need this integration and compatibility in hybrid cloud. And if it is not present there, then it will be a little difficult task to retrieve those data or retrieve that particular information from the data center or the hybrid cloud. The next is, this is a limitation with public cloud deployments for which organizations lack direct control over the infrastructure. Now, since as we know hybrid cloud is combination of public and private cloud, so private cloud is in the control, or the infrastructure is in the control of the organization, but in the case of public cloud, this infrastructure, it is not under the direct control of the organization. Thus, compatibility and integration is must. Additional infrastructure complexity is introduced as organizations operate and manage an evolving mix of private and public cloud architecture. The choice between public, private, and hybrid cloud solutions depend on a variety of factors, use cases, and limitations. In the real world, it is not an either or situation, especially since organizations tend to leverage all three types of cloud solutions, considering the inherent value propositions and trade-offs. See, now here we have a private cloud. This private cloud has servers, networking, and storage, and it is limited to that organization itself. This particular organization is using this public cloud service as well. Public cloud service providers are, private cloud service provider is that particular company itself, but public cloud service providers are Google, HP Cloud Services, Amazon, Rackspace, Windows, Azure, Treremark, etc. So this company or organization access this public cloud as well. Comes the hybrid cloud. Now this hybrid cloud, it comes from this public cloud only, but with a firewall, and it has the features of private cloud as well. That means it has servers, networking, storage, but it is not using, or you cannot say this is particularly accessed by all the users. It is protected by this firewall. Factors influencing cloud decisions. See, one, extremely important or important. Then one with the light blue is somewhat important, and not very or not at all important. To reduce IT infrastructure investment cost, transfer from capex to opex. It is this point. It is 86% important, or you can say it is effectively important for the implementation or influencing cloud decision. In some cases, it is not at all important, and that cases are minimum up to 6%. Second point which influences the decision is to increase the speed of technology deployment. People consider is 83%, it is very important or effectively important, 11% somewhat important, and 6% not at all important. Third point which influences the decision is to simplify IT management and support. So here it is 82% people or 82% feels that it is extremely important or important. To improve IT flexibility and scalability of on-demand resources. Then next is to take advantage of built-in disaster recovery, business continuity, features and functionality. And the last point is to enable global support of local and remote offices. Comparison between public, private and hybrid cloud. Now comparing cloud deployment models, the first thing is cloud environment. In public cloud, it is multi-tenancy shared environment. Private cloud, it is single tenancy only for single use of an organization. And for hybrid cloud, both single tenancy and multi-tenancy. When data is stored in public cloud, it delivers multi-tenant environment, meaning the data from multiple organizations is stored in a shared environment. Whereas when data is stored in a private cloud, it is kept private for the use of a single organization. Then comes data center location. In public cloud, anywhere where the cloud service provider's services are located. Private cloud, inside the organization's network. For hybrid cloud, inside the organization's network for private cloud services, as well as wherever service providers' services are there for public cloud services. Then third point is the resource sharing. Server hardware, network and storage are shared by multiple users in public cloud. In private cloud, no sharing of resources, hardware, storage and network are dedicated to the use of a single client or a company. For hybrid cloud, very secure, integration options add an additional layer of security. Next point is cloud storage. For public cloud delivers storage as a service on a pay-per-use basis. Best for backups as a part of a disaster recovery plan, as well as archiving emails and static non-core application data. OneDrive is an example of public cloud storage. For private cloud delivers internal cloud storage that runs on a dedicated infrastructure in a data center. Hybrid cloud. For hybrid cloud manages streamlined storage that uses both local and off-site resources and serves as a gateway between on-premise and public cloud storage. Next point is scalability. For public cloud, scalability is instant and unlimited. For private cloud, it sacrifices scalability but provides greater control and security. On hybrid cloud or for hybrid cloud, on-demand unlimitable or unlimited resources. Next point is pricing structure. For public cloud, prices charged on the usage basis. For private cloud, comparatively expensive as compared to the public cloud. And hybrid cloud, high but delivers competitive advantage. Competitive advantage with both the public and the private cloud. That means it can be charged as per the usage also, comparatively a little higher, and also it provides the security as the private cloud does. Next is cloud security. For public cloud, good security but depends on the security measures of the service providers. Private cloud, it is most secure, and hybrid cloud, it is secure. Performance is the next parameter. For public cloud, performance is low to medium. For private cloud, it is very high, and for hybrid cloud also it is very high. All the three cloud types hold important position in the IT industry and offer varied benefits that appeal to different organizations in various situations. Thus, be informed about different orders of different cloud deployment models when you decide to opt for cloud services as the perfect option for your businesses. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned to Ekeeda. Subscribe to Ekeeda.